Aaron Plays. This is episode 8 of my Hands in the Sea playthrough, which is a solo playthrough of the First Punic War between Rome and Carthage. We currently have a battle going on, Second Battle of Agrentium, however that's pronounced. The game, I think, is swung heavily in the Romans' favour, but I'm going to play it to the bitter end. No one's chucking in the towel in this foray. So let's get on with it. Let's get rid of my little mini-me. And it's over to the Romans. They have 4 cards in their hands at the present moment. So they need to draw 2. 1, giving them 6. Okay, well, I've just drawn the first legion. So they will be playing that into the battle. Which, all right, actually the first thing we need to check was, have they won the battle? No. Move this, increase it 1 round to round 3. We bring 2 legions into it. What have they actually got in their draw pile? Nothing that means they need to play this guy yet. They will play. So that's the first action. The first is a legion, and then they'll bring a ship. Before ships, in actual fact, they'll bring a ship before the Carthaginians close this off completely. Okay, which puts that up to there. So the Carthaginians have got to bring it back 3 points. That's going to be a tough call. That's the Romans. The Carthaginians have only 4 cards in their hand due to their leader's dies, which was he randomly had a card discard at the end of the last episode. So looking at what options they've got now, they need to bring it back 3 points. They can bring it back 2, which isn't enough. Losing that card, well, it still wouldn't have been enough. Actually, the Romans getting that other legion, which gave them 2 points in 1 card, was decisive. Okay. So what can they do? Corellis. Use that and the colonist. Change Corellis from a town into a city. First action. Second action with 13 experience points. 13 money points, be it gold or whatever they want to call it. They definitely need some more help in this. What we've got here, some Greek mercenaries. Let's buy those for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't see it going on much for another round, but hey ho. To the Romans. Okay, so they win at the battle. I'll win the battle. Let's put all those things in there. I know they didn't play any cavalry, so the Carthaginians get to choose what they lose. So they lose a fortification, that goes to the discard pile. The Romans gain another prestige point. This is captured. That goes up there. Have the Romans got a, for the first time, the Romans actually don't have colonist. Oh, wait a minute. They might have, because they're down to 4 cards. I should have drawn out to 6, obviously, at the end of their turn, but I only do it so that I don't get to see what they have. They've just drawn, and they still don't have a colonist. Okay, so the Romans can't actually settle Agrentium. Okay, so they're just taking it off those guys. Okay. They won the battle, taking the consequences. The Agrentium card therefore stays with the Carthaginians at present. Though they'd have to settle it, they'd have to come from a it's effectively a dead card in there, and they can't do anything with it until it's settled. And the only way they're going to settle it is from anything over here that links to it navally or from there. But then again, the Romans have got to come from various locations to settle it. So that's the battle. Now over to Rome itself. Okay, so yeah, actions. So they don't have a colonist, which is probably the first time I've seen them not have a colonist. Okay, so let's purchase. What cards have they got here? Quite a few. I do like them having a legion in reserve. So let's play Tribune. 1, 2, 3. Coins down, and they will draw the first legion and put. Does that go into their hand? Place it in their hand. So that's their first action. Second action is to put that first legion into the reserve. Carthaginians. They've only got 2 cards. So they draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Do any of these link to Agrium? No. Agrentium. So as first action, let's get some money for wine. Just to get it out of the hand. And midnight, we'll get the fortifications back. Okay. Rome has got 5 cards. Draws the 6th. What have they got now? Enya, Lilybaeum, Hispania. Hispania. Yeah. Lilybaeum. Start the next final, what they might view as the final battle, but let's settle first. So Enya, which is, oh, that's not connected. Put that back. It's Hispania. Okay. There you go. Hispania is linked to Agrentium. Needs a wagon. Oh, wait a minute. They still don't have a colonist. Take that back. Can't do it. That place needs a colonist to settle. Mm-hmm. Okay. They can't raise an owl without colonists. So do they have a spare colonist in here? Also, Legion Praetor. They don't. It's interesting. What does a Praetor do? He's a leader, effectively. Well, let's reinforce. That costs 4 gold. 1, 2, 3, 4. What else have they got in here? Mercator, what does he do? Oh, that's the merchant, that's it. What do you want? A merchant. Allied infantry. Oh, he doesn't look too bad. For another 4? Yeah, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. They're bribable. Ooh, the Romans have got some bribable stuff. That's a tip. Yeah, that's buying two. Yeah, okay. We needed to get some cards out of their hand, didn't we? Tell you what, I'm going to take that back. Take that back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. The first action, yes, Brian, the general. Second action, we want to use the BAM. We just need to get rid of a couple of cards. So that, or a card, that's 2 money. Okay, yeah, discard pile. Right, back to the Carthaginians. Okay, drawing 2 cards. We've only got. Right. So that's their hand. They're going to put 2 of those in reserve. And that's their 2 actions. Back to the Romans. We've got 5. Draw a 6th card. Still hasn't got a colonist on it. Okay, so they use this for its ship. And then that gives them 2 4 money. So that's a merchant action. 1, 2, 3, 4. They all go in the discard pile. Any doesn't really link it, and nobody's got sword on it. Okay, and then what was the one they were going to buy? That allied infantry. They will now buy for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, back to the Carthaginians. They've got 3. So drawing 2 cards. 1, 2. All right, they put him as their first action into reserve. Got 9 money. Let's buy a war elephant. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That's right. They've got 3 cards, drawing 3 cards. 1. Finally, they get a colonist. 2, 3. So now they can do the move that I was been trying to do for them. Ipania with a wagon. Requires 2 wagons. Two wagons with a colonist we go and settle Brentium. At which point they ask for it out of the Carthaginian hand. Okay, just going to put those in the discard pile. I'll just pause while I get it out there. Just drawn it out of the discard pile, so I must have used it incorrectly. They can't. It's a take card in their hand, but I can't remember what I used it for. I'm not going to take it back. It's a minor thing. So the Romans settled Agrentium, just leaving Heracule to settle. That's their first action. Their second action. Is a thing that they're quite happy with this strategy card. They don't need to take it. Do they need to buy anymore? Delights, what do they do? Okay. We know they've got elephants. Cost 3, 1, 2, 3. End of the Romans. Carthaginians. Okay, so the Carthaginians got 4 cards, drawing their 5th. None of these cards are helping the cause, really. They've got a few cards here. Do that we want to cross to Lilybaeum? I suppose they could actually. Let's go and start. They've been reacting to the Romans, stamping out fires. Let's actually go and make a battle of it. Okay, so our Carthage has got a link to Lilybaeum. So what's this one called? Adrubium. Oh, we've got another ship over here. So we'll play this card to instigate the move. This card actually do the move. And then this card to actually start the move, to actually bring in the soldiers. So Carthaginians, so it starts actually 2 in their own favor because it's a fortified location. So it automatically starts at 1 and gets a bonus 1 for 2. Okay. That soldier, that sword there, brings it 1 in its favor. All these rest cards are in the discard pile. Okay. I'll then do a free action to take the stuff out of reserve. You've got 1, 2, there are 3 cards in the reserve. Okay. So that's 3, 1, 2, 3. They then send their Carthaginian infantry into the battle as an action. 1, 2. And as a free action, they send their general in a land combat. Who puts it to there? Okay. So that's the end of. Oh, no, it's not. No. Put that there at Lilybaeum. That's Carthaginians' first round. Okay. The Romans draw a card. Shuffle. Okay, so putting them up to the 6 cards. Okay, that's their hand. That's a good hand. Okay, first action, let's bring some allied infantry. So 2 strength when defending. They are defending. Better put the reserve there. Boom. 1, 2. Free action. Bring the Legion out of reserve. Silver. Deploy the Legion. 1, 2. Punt it back to the Carthaginians. That's their 2 actions. Carthaginians have got 3 cards. Draw 2. 1, 2. We know that one of those cards is the end of turn. They need 2 points. They can play him, draw 2 cards and collect 2 silver. May bribe or block a bribe? Bribe, we haven't done bribe, and that allied unit is bribable. Let's see what bribe does. You can't bribe stuff that's already committed to the battle. Effectively, you play a card that says can bribe, then you pay a silver, and then if your opponent hasn't got a card that says block a bribe, you can draw a card from their hand. Okay. This is marked the bribe, blah, blah. Cards that are all, okay. You block this with it. The blocking card must be played from the opponent's hand, not from reserve. Okay. And then you've got to reveal if you've got anything that can be bribed. So if they had played that before the allied infantry got played, the Roman would have had to reveal it, and it would have been put back onto their empire deck. I think that was the only thing the Romans actually had that was bribable. Okay, so still looking for an extra card. Notice this one here says cannot cause a reshuffle. So there's no point playing this one. But this one here can cause a reshuffle. So let's do that. So as their first action, they play this guy, collect 2 silver and 2 cards. So first one. Can't get the second one because of this card. So that effectively, as they draw that, ends the turn part way through their round, which is allowed. So first thing we do is set the draw deck, shuffle, draw a card. Okay, so that's their 2 cards. I don't think it's enough to pull that back though. Effectively ending the turn. So I'm not quite sure. Draw and resolve a random event. Maybe this can end the battle in their favor. Naval disaster. Okay, let's see who it affects. Things are going against the Carthaginians. It affects the Carthaginians. Destroy all warships if your fleet is not in port. Okay. They can change that to naval disaster, treat this event as if it were storms at sea. So storms at sea, I think, well, what does the effect of naval disaster? Destroy all warships. Okay. I think they lose half their warships. Storms at sea. So that can't help them, but The dice are going against from 1 or 2, but 3, 4, 5, or 6. The Romans wouldn't have suffered anyhow because they haven't got any fleet, but the Carthaginians. Okay. Collect income. Romans are on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still. 2, 3, 4, 5. Carthaginians on 3. VP. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Carthaginians are on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's getting further and further away from them, isn't it? Draw a new strategy card. Neither faction's really been tempted by here because what they've got is pretty good. That might have been useful for them, but advance turn marker, turn 9. Okay, well, I'm not going to end this video on it because I think it's almost over. Because, all right, the Carthaginians have still got an action to do. So as a free action, you'll play senatorial support. All right, done it again. All right, done it again. To draw 3 cards, and then he's so. They've only got 1 action left. 1, 2, 3. Okay. They've drawn war elephants. They need a 6. Play war elephants. They need a 6. Not exactly a 6, is it? No. They bring that back to there. That was their second action. Romans. So technically that's increased by 1. But if the Romans go, it's in the red. They win that battle. The Carthaginians are thrown out. The Romans committed those 2. No losses. The Carthaginians committed those 3. They'll take the loss on the elephants because they effectively had spirit. They could choose what they lose. Okay, it didn't really make a dent. And the Romans win a prestige point because they won the battle. Okay, it is the Romans' go. They get to draw a card. They can go from Lilyblaeum to Heraclea. Yeah, why not? Lilyblaeum. Road move, Heraclea. Got a soldier, classing that as a soldier card. Boom. So begins the battle of Heraclea, which there was an actual battle there. Keep doing this. I don't like this marker. Okay, all right. Doesn't seem, reset doesn't seem to do anything. Let's go into the discard pile. Okay, so that's their first. Oh no, I've got to actually set the battle up. Okay. Sorry, I was still did it wrong, but it was still only 1 point that they got. Okay, so the Romans, that starts in 1, and they played a 1 card, 0. They then play a free action. This card here allows them to draw 3 more cards. 1, obviously looking for a legion. 2, 3. They've got the legion. So they send him into the battle. Okay. To the Carthaginians. Right, so that's what they got. So as a first action, they'll pay him to draw 2 cards. 1, 2, and 2 SP. Next action. Got to reinforce that battle at least, so they play the fortification card. Let's bring that. The Romans, bring that to 1. Back to the Romans. Drawing 2 cards. I think there's only one course this battle's going to go. Free action, they can bring a leader into the fight. And then they'll even use a cheeky ship there, as the Carthaginians haven't sealed that off yet. So with that, it's now 2 there. That was the second round. Back to the Carthaginians. Okay, what have they got? Not a lot. In actual fact, yeah, they've got 2 ships. 1 ship, 2 ships. That can bring that back there. The Romans drawing 2 cards. 1, 2. Tribune. Pay 3 silver. 1, 2, 3. Draw a specific card. Legion 1. Play the Tribune as the first action. And Legion 1 is the second action. Takes that up to 3. Carthaginians, that is their 5 cards. They cannot draw anymore. There's nothing more they can do for that battle. So I should mark that precept by 1. I think that is all over. In fact, what they've got in their hand here is appalling. They play that for 2, that for 4 coin. Can't reinforce the battle. Back to the Romans. The first thing they check is they've won that battle. That comes off, replaced by one of theirs. That comes off. We gain a prestige point. All the Romans come back. Carthaginians. Discard. Discard. Lose. Okay, so yeah, they don't even have to pay a colonist to put that there. That is all of Sicily. Now, I just want to double check the victory conditions. automatic victory if any one player captures every location in Sicily, which the Romans have managed to do. So the game would end at that point. Carthaginians suing for peace, as they did historically. Though I think the actual Romans took Carthagina and Corsica and Sardinia at the same time as they took Sicily. Okay, so that went for 9 rounds. Did I play weaker strategy for either side? Either side. The Carthaginians really struggled militarily. They actually didn't win a land fight, whereas the Romans did. And navally, okay, the Carthaginians dominate the sea, but once the land campaigns are going on over there, there's a supply source in Syracuse. It was enough to keep the Romans going. Overall, I thought this game does play well solo. I say I'm limiting the amount of information I'm giving myself, not knowing what cards the other player has, or not knowing some of the cards the other player has, sorry, the other faction has or empire has, whilst I'm playing one of them. And it was enough to allow me to play, not knowing exactly what I'd be doing with the next faction in the next card play. Enough things could change that there was no, if I move this, they're going to definitely move there and such forth, which I have a problem with some games. I don't normally like playing games like solo. I struggle to think of both factions in a game, or both empires, or whatever, what they're going to do, what are they going to do to cancel each other out. I know some players can just have a totally different mindset for each side, and play each up to the best of abilities and have no problem doing that. I do. I mean, I do like games that are designed for solo play, as long as they've got, again, a good narrative and the rules don't get in the way. The rules definitely don't get in the way in this one. They do rate it low for solo play. I found it, I say this was only my 3rd game of it. I found it instructional because I was referring to the rules. I have made mistakes. I think I'm going to be a stronger opponent against the guy I've played it twice with so far, which is part of the reason why I played it. And if I played it, I might as well show you guys. So, yeah, I really think this is worth getting to the table. You haven't got it and you like the period of history, you liked A Few Acres of Snow, it's interesting and it's different enough from A Few Acres of Snow that it's obviously a different concept. There's more, but I say more bells and whistles. It just creates an interesting narrative solo, and it creates obviously a better narrative when you're playing it against somebody, because you're obviously not quite sure what the other player is going to do. As I did say, at the turn 4, the Romans were going to concentrate on taking Syracuse. Carthaginians were going to finish off their conquest of Corsica and Sardinia, which they did, but it wasn't enough. The Romans juggernaut, you look at the victory points there, and it's just going to get larger, but as I say, it cuts off this point. Neither home country invaded. The Romans historically did get some troops into Africa, but they were summarily defeated. But as I say, I thoroughly enjoyed that. I hope you guys did. That's going to be the end of my ramble. If you like what you've seen, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, make any comments. Any of them are much appreciated. Until next time, bye for now.